Good afternoon, everyone. Derek from the Rangers Review here with your daily Rangers news bulletin this Wednesday, the 26th of March. How are we all doing on this sunny afternoon? Certainly sunny down here in Warrington. I hope it's nice wherever you are as well. Lots of Rangers news stories doing the rounds. Before we get stuck into that, a quick word for our podcast sponsors, S1 Jobs. If it's time to hand in your transfer request, then head over to s1jobs.com and upload your CV today. With thousands of jobs across Glasgow, Edinburgh and the surrounding areas, you'll find the one at s1jobs.com. Right, where shall we start? Well, the big news yesterday, of course, was the UEFA charge directed at Rangers. Centres around this banner that was displayed in the second half in the recent Europa League clash at Ibrox against Fenerbahce. It read, "Keep woke foreign ideologies out, defend Europe." Now, on Talk Sport this morning, Simon Jordan has hit out at UEFA following that disciplinary charge that's been passed on to Rangers following the Union Bears banner. Now, it resulted in an immediate €30,000 fine, as well as a partial stadium closure, which has been suspended over a 2-year period, affecting the Copeland Road stand. Now, off the back of that charge, Rangers issued they've issued 2 strongly worded statements on the matter and insist they'll issue lifetime bans for those responsible. Now, Simon Jordan, speaking on the radio station this morning, said this: "There's nothing racist or discriminatory about what that banner suggested. UEFA say there is, but that's because UEFA are being allowed to say it. We've got football lecturing everybody all day, every bloody day about every single clause. And when the fans have an opinion, all of a sudden it's sit down, shut up, you can't have one. UEFA are in charge. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. The fans are supposed to be the lifeblood of football. When they want to have an opinion, they can't have one. When the football authorities want to tell you which particular cause you should be aligning with, whether to light up Wembley for one particular country after a terrible tragedy, or whether they want to talk about taking the knee or advance an LGBT cause, then everybody's got to listen to that." Danny Murphy, who was on the show as well, asked, "Can you enlighten certain listeners and even myself as to what that's even referring to?" Jordan said, "I have no idea, but the suggestion it's racist and discriminatory, I'd like to understand what's racist and discriminatory about it." We had a discussion last week about what constitutes a woke or foreign ideology, and I gave an example of one. The fact that the Gulf states believe homosexuality is illegal, is that an ideology that we wouldn't want in this country? I don't suspect that it is. You can't judge people by a set of standards that you don't apply to yourself. You sit there applying your own wisdom, i.e. which particular cause or message you wish to impart. When the dirty, unwashed proletariat that have their opinion out the door, we don't want to hear from you. This has nothing to do with football, but it's set the same standards. So why don't we hold UEFA in contempt when they ask people to impart messages when they feel like it? Don't throw things, don't take pyrotechnics, don't take messages into sport. We all agree with that. Then why don't you top it as well? Why don't you set the pattern? Why don't you set the process? Why are you judging the people who attend football matches by a different set of standards to the messages that you wish to impart? Why are your governing messages more important than the messages of the fans? So, interesting stuff there from the former Crystal Palace owner, Chairman Simon Jordan, on that banner, which landed Rangers in hot water. What do you make of Simon Jordan's comments on it, folks? Do let us know in the comments. Moving on from that, other news, of course, we are still in the international break. The Rangers players now heading back to the club. One player who scored last night is this man on your screen, Václav Černý. He netted the first goal at a bulleted effort from quite some distance. Opened the scoring in a 4-0 triumph over Gibraltar. And he's apologised to his teammates after he was substituted off 79 minutes into that game. The manager, Ivan Hasek, brought him off before full time, and it prompted a sour reaction from Černý, it said, who later said sorry to the manager and his fellow players. Speaking to football.cz, a publication in his homeland, The manager said he was sour for about 2 minutes. Then he apologised. That's just the way he is. He's an emotional player. I watched him play with Rangers against Fenerbahce. At halftime of extra time, they already announced on TV that they were going to substitute him. He was getting a massage next door, found out and returned to the field. Nobody understood, but he didn't substitute. That's just how a vendor is. Never knew he was called a vendor there, but there you go. He doesn't want to leave the field. What was worse was that several players didn't want to. He also was speaking about whether he would like to have more players like Czerny after his brilliant strike. He's certainly contributing to the national team. He says, I think he deserved the goal because he's a player who makes a difference in closed defences. I'm just sorry that we don't have more players like that in the Czech Republic. If you look at France, they have about 8. We have 1 or 2 like that. So that's what he had to say on Václav Czerny. Not best pleased by all accounts at being taken off against Gibraltar last night, but I don't mind that. Players shouldn't be happy being subbed off. So as long as he comes back to Rangers, looks like he's coming back all in one piece. So you just worry, of course, when players go away with their respective international teams that they may get injured, a la Narisho, Cash and Weirjo. But looks like touch woods, they're all back, and we will get an update from Barry Ferguson tomorrow when he conducts his press conference ahead of that game against Dundee. And speaking about Barry, you may have watched already our interview with Maurice Ross, former teammate of Barry's, and we asked him about the characteristics that a Rangers manager needs to have and whether Barry fits that bill. Now, Maurice played under 2 great Rangers managers at the time, and Dick Advocat and Alex McLeish. Asked him about the philosophy, whether Rangers need a philosophy manager at the helm. And this is, Maurice always talks well, and this is what he had to say about it.
Was maintaining discipline in a group that had 20 internationals in it, which cost money. So that comes back to recruitment. And then when you've got recruited a squad that's capable of playing wonderful football, then it's just about managing the building. The managing the building is discipline. Be on time. Do not disrespect the club. Behave properly. All these different things. So, and then you've got Art McLeish come in off the back at Dick Advocat. And again, he was more the kind of man management type. He had a bit of discipline. It was a bit more maybe personable than Dick Advocat was. So there's no exact manager you need as such. But I think what the club will need is investment in the playing staff. And based on what we've seen so far, I think Rangers have done okay on the playing side with the coaches, and it's about getting the takeover finalised. Where does the club want to go?
Yeah.
And then making the decision on how that's going to be. If that's by Barry at the helm, great, good luck to him. And like the fans would support the players, they've got to support the manager who's in place. And I like the vibe, I like the energy in the club at the minute. And that's been since Barry and I have come in. It's kind of happened overnight. It's been quite good.
So interesting stuff there from Maurice Ross. You can watch that in full on the YouTube channel, folks. I'd urge you to go and check it out. It also touches on James Tavernier possibly playing at centre-half in the latter stages of his career, which was enlightening given that Maurice was a right-back himself. So, good stuff from Mo. We'll finish up with this and another departure at Ibrox. Zurab Amirian has left his post as head of academy football. He was only appointed to the role on January the 1st of last year. So it ends just 14 months of a stint in Glasgow. He posted on his LinkedIn account, the end of an incredible journey as head of football, as academy football at Rangers, a true roller coaster of growth, challenges and unforgettable moments. From day one, I was surrounded by great people in a beautiful club, and I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity to contribute to the academy. This experience has developed me both professionally and personally, pushing me to learn, adapt and evolve. As one chapter closes, new opportunities arise, and I'm excited for what's next. Growth happens outside the comfort zone, and I'm looking forward to embracing the challenges ahead with the same passion and dedication. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who is part of this journey. See you on the next one. So, a departure there in the academy. It'll be interesting to see what occurs with regards to that, with the takeover imminent, you'd imagine. So whether big changes are afoot there. But that is just some of the news stories doing the rounds this Wednesday afternoon, folks. Just a heads up, I will be speaking to Chris Jack. A lot of you asking on the show this morning, where is he going? He's heading down to London, to a very special place. So we're going to be linking up with him around about 5:30 this evening. I hope you can join us for that if you're not doing anything else. So yeah, speaking to him, and tomorrow I'll be back on 9:30. I think Stevie's on the briefing with myself tomorrow, so we hope you can join us for that as well. But if I don't speak to you later, then enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Bye for now.